Drink with me,
Marisol.
and Eliana.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes. Today's drink is going to be a fall Aperol Spritz made with some blood orange, some blood orange, Aperol, apple cider, champagne, and I think that's it.
That's it.
But yeah, let's give it a shot.
Yes,
Cheers.
I will say it looks very pretty.
It does. And we have our straw this time.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh.
So good.
Ooh, let's mix her up. She's good, though.
It is.
She's got good flavor.
You probably need a little more ice, but it's good.
Is the orange just for decoration? Or the... What's it called?
Orange.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a different type.
No. Well, it's supposed to be blood orange, but...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's just for decoration?
Yeah, you can eat it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Later.
All right. So, let's start off with a little weekly rewind. We've had a little bit of time. We've had Halloween in between. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
How was it?
It was good. What I'm trying to think. Halloween itself, we went to the church. We did a little, trunk or treat.
Okay, cute.
And we thought it was going to be a little bit bigger than it was, and it wasn't. So Aiden said, "We can't just do this. This isn't cool." So we ended up going to a neighborhood, and it was nice because it wasn't super packed. Super cool decorations. Everybody in the neighborhood went all out. Really cool decorations. The one that really stood out to me was, and I'll see if I have a video so I can post it, but there were pumpkins, and I was in awe because they were moving their mouth, and I couldn't tell how. Yes, the pumpkins were moving their mouth to music and stuff, and I don't know how.
But was it like a blow up? Or
no,
was it
they looked real, but
okay.
I'm sure they weren't. But it was the coolest thing. And of course,
cute.
the huge skeletons and just, I liked it because it wasn't so packed. Because we've been before where it's so packed. And no, but it was nice.
That's good.
And I cannot remember what we did for the weekend before.
That's too far back to remember.
I know, I can't think, but it was good. That was nice. I think, what else did we have going on? I went with, Chloe and I went with my sister to her son's last football game away. Yes, basketball started, so I was just telling Rico that I was excited because we haven't been to high school or junior high or any type of basketball game in a long time, and I love basketball. So I'm super excited to see him play.
That's cool.
And then, our football team is in the playoffs, so that's starting for football playoffs. So that starts this week. So that's kind of sports, and then I'm trying to think of what else we had going on. Just not anything I don't think too exciting. I did a little bit of baking, and that's about it. Just a little bit of baking.
Just throw something together.
I've tried a few different things, and Aiden's been into the bries, and HEB has a puff pastry brie with fig and jalapeno, and it's so good.
Really?
But we can't get any more. Oh. And we've been going, we kind of go late, so I figure, okay, it's too late. Yeah. So today Rico went early, and it was still out, so he asked somebody, and they said it's I guess on back order or something. So I think we're going to have to figure out how to make it.
You have to show me what that is.
It's good. It's good. So that's about it. What about you?
Yeah. So I did think of y'all during Halloween because I was wondering how because I know you had said you kind of wanted to do something a little different than trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
And I was telling Mijo, I was like, they live where the houses are really spaced out, and I was like, that would, because for Mijo at least, we always go to my parents' neighborhood, and we usually walk majority of it, but I don't know what necessarily it is, but he has a tendency to walk a couple streets and be like, I'm tired, my legs are tired. And I'm thinking when I used to trick or treat, I mean, we would fill that bag up,
right?
Whatever you got, you get to keep. But you got to fill it up. Yeah. So that was the goal. But we did pretty good. I mean, he wore, for the first time, a skeleton outfit. Oh, He's never truly, worn a costume. Last year, he was Marshmallow, and he wore it. But, I mean, he had, a legit mask, like a headpiece that lit up and everything. It was really cool. He got a lot of compliments on it, and it was a little pricey, but we thought, okay, for room decor, that could just kind of pop in there and be something for his room. This year,
and if he's excited,
and this year he decided he wanted to be a skeleton. That was kind of out of excuse me, the norm. So I was like, yes, I'm all for this. Noel dressed up as a DJ, Timmy Trumpet. He got his little trumpet in, was playing it, walking around. So we went to a couple of houses. We went to a couple of streets, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't remember that weekend what we did. But this past weekend, we actually went to a women's basketball UT game.
Oh,
so
fun.
I didn't know, but preseason they'll do some games where it's a free event and open seating.
Oh, nice.
So we got to sit, not literally courtside, because we didn't. Me and Alex were like, we don't want to sit on the floor. But the experience is cool because how often do you get to do that in any sporting event? So, but we sat like the next row up,
pretty close, yeah.
So we went to that. That was a lot of fun to watch.
That's awesome.
And then we also went to the San Antonio FC game. They're in their playoffs right now.
Okay.
They won against it was a Colorado team. I don't remember the team's name. Switchback something. Okay. It got a little rowdy. There was a little section of the opposing team there, and it was a little rowdy. And it wasn't bad. It was a good game. Yeah. But you know when people show up to sporting events and they're like talking smack and everything, and they're trying to like get under your skin. And at one point there was a man that walked by. There was this guy that was just yelling obscene things, like really bad things. Wow. And even the people that he wasn't necessarily with, but the same team, they were like, hey, there's children in this setting. Like, you need to watch your mouth. Yeah. And the guy was like, I know what I'm doing. Of course, he was already drinking and stuff. So then, yikes. I don't know how their paths crossed, but a man was walking up the stairs going to, I guess, the restroom or something. And he had passed him, and I guess he heard him say something, and that guy just shut him down real quick and was like, this is my house. You're not going to do that. You're not going to disrespect. I'm being nice now. Wow. But this is your last chance. You need to cut it out. And after that, the guy disappeared. So I don't know if that did the trick or what did, but other than that, our team won, of course. So I think if they have one more game, and I don't know when it is, but hopefully we can go. It might be this weekend or something. Yeah. But hopefully we can go to see. And then I'm sporting my Hellfire Club shirt because we went in San Antonio. There's a very vacant mall called Wonderland Mall. Mm-hmm. It's over by Crossroad area. Yeah. But they have vendors come in. So it's kind of like an outside market days, but like kind of geeky in a way, because they sell Funko Pops, they sell crafts. So they make stuff. So I'm wearing, I don't think you could see if you're, get a little close. These are little Demogorgon earrings. This girl made this.
Really?
So cute. I got a little scrunchie. A girl made it with the fabric, and it has everything from Stranger Things. So, and I got a little gibbet for my crock that has this on it, the Hellfire Club. Yeah, so we went because the main reason we went is not the creator of the Demogorgon, but the guy behind it, of like the suit and everything. He was there for signing. Well, it was $65 to see him, so I was like, we'll just wave from afar and take a picture from afar.
We'll look from a distance.
We told Mijo, we took him. He bought a beanie that had like the whole Stranger Things on it. I gave him like $20 to spend, of course, and I was like, you can buy stuff, but just be mindful of your money. Somebody did a sketch or something, but with color of Eddie from Stranger Things, that one scene where he's playing the guitar. So that was pretty cool. He bought a picture.
Neat. Yeah.
Yeah, and he enjoyed it. So it was like, we get to walk around, see different vendors.
Be outside.
Yeah. Well, it's inside. It's inside the mall. So, but it wasn't too bad. And then they had that Surfer Boy, or what's the pizza thing from there? I forget what it is. But they had pizza, and the people that work at, I think it's Goombas or Goomba or whatever. They dressed
had that
up
in a long time.
Yeah, it was so good. I was like, I want the pizza.
Yes.
So we got the pizza when we left, and we had a very eventful weekend, but it wasn't too much. Yeah. Even though it sounded like 2 games, one in Austin, one here. Yeah. Like on the other side of town, and so it was good.
Well, that's nice.
A good eventful weekend.
Yeah, just something to to get out. Yeah.
Yes. I will say though, how are you doing with the time change? Because I know some states don't participate in the time change. It is rough.
So I actually feel better.
Really?
I was thinking about that this morning.
Oh, I'm holding on by the skin of my teeth over here.
I was awake. Like, I felt that I had gotten rest, and I actually felt better, and I was like, you know what? I like this. I don't like it in the afternoon because I hate that it just feels so, well, it is. It's so much later to get the kids out of school. Then the evening, as it is, already feels like it goes fast. So now it's even faster.
Yeah.
But I like the morning because I actually feel rested. I mean, that's just these past couple of days. Although Sunday, there was commotion going on in the room, and the boys were going to go to church. Nobody said everybody was going at 9 o'clock. Otherwise, we would have all gone because we had talked about it Saturday. We were going to go at the 5 o'clock. Aiden always goes at 9. Blake comes in, and I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm getting ready to go to church. I'm going with Aiden. And I was like, okay. And then not long later, Chloe's like, hey, can I borrow a pair of jeans? Because I'm going to go to church now. And I'm like,
all right, guys.
Everybody.
We just
and then
talked about
Noah was at work. Well, Chloe's the one that likes to go at 5. That's why we go at 5. Of course, I like the music. But I was like, so I'm like, hey, we're going at 11. Then we're not going to wait till 5.
Yeah.
So we watched a new show, which I'll talk about. We were catching up. I had already started watching it, and then Rico started watching it. And he's like, great. Thanks for adding another show that I'm like into already. So yeah. So I do. I feel rested. You?
No,
tired?
Well, it's not that I don't feel rested. How do I say? So we fell an hour back, right? Mm-hmm. So my mind tells me that like this time, it's about like 8, almost 9.
Yeah.
Realistically, it'll be 10.
Yeah.
So I'm already laying in bed by this time. So my head is kind of playing tricks with me, and even like laying down these last couple of nights, I told Noel, I'm like, are you asleep? And he's like, no. I'm awake. And I'm like, okay. And
so you turn off the lights. That's kind of, I'm sorry.
No,
that's kind of random. So when you go to bed, you just turn off the lights and lay there till you go to sleep?
Yeah. Okay, and now I need to hear what you do, because we say goodnight, we roll over, and we just kind of wait. And it's like, okay, but what's funny is like,
I just think that's funny.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I know that's what I tell Blake. I'm like, okay, turn everything off, go to bed.
Yeah.
And then maybe we're weird. I think,
Why?
I mean, we watch TV or we chat until you fall asleep.
We have a TV in the room. We don't turn it on. We watch TV in the living room till about like 9:45ish. 10 o'clock we'll be like, okay, we need to start heading to the room.
Yeah.
I
mean, I like that. I do like that.
We
but
lay down and
I think I would.
It sounds awkward now, because like last night we were literally like twiddling our thumbs.
That's
and he would
what
roll
I
over
picture
and
in
be
my
like,
head.
are you asleep yet? And I'm like, no, I can't fall asleep.
It's like when you're laying with your sister and you're like, hey, are you awake? Are you awake?
Yeah, and then you just keep talking. Yeah, it took honestly, it took probably like 30, maybe 40 minutes to fall asleep. Which was,
so it's harder to fall asleep.
It's harder to fall asleep. Okay. So waking up,
you're tired.
I'm tired.
So I would think that since you go to bed earlier, well, I say earlier, but that you would want to go to bed at your normal, like if it's 10 at 9, so you're going to get more rest. Yes. But I guess not. How funny.
I'm going to try that out tomorrow and see how that works.
Yeah, as you start to think.
Well, because it feels like the evening or afternoon drags on. Yeah. It just feels long, but then it's dark outside earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm
like, time to go to bed.
Dragging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So it's because we watch our shows. That's the time that we get to catch up on our shows. And usually after dinner, and whoever cleans up and does whatever. Yeah. And then Rico usually comes to the room before I do. And I chat with everybody or whatever I'm doing. And then I come to the room and then we start watching our shows. So then I typically fall asleep when a show.
Yeah.
Very rare do I turn it off and then it's dark and then I go to sleep. Unless he's asleep and I come in and everything's off.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
that's super cute.
We'll have to ask to see what other people do.
Yeah. It's because honestly it doesn't, like, Noel can literally shut his eyes, and the minute he shuts his eyes, I swear he's faking it and he's snoring, but he's actually really asleep.
See, I think Rico fakes it. I'm pretty sure he does, because I hear that too and I'm like, Boy, you're
there's
not asleep.
no way that you just shut your eyes and fall asleep like that.
Yeah.
There's no way. And
I mean, I do fall asleep wherever, like all the time, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I'm having trouble getting to bed. They're trying to wind down, I guess. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted on that, but it's not going good so far. It'll take like a week or two to get adjusted, and then by the time I get adjusted and get into routine, it'll be the next time change.
Yeah,
I have to do it all over again.
And then I think that they said supposedly that it's not supposed to change after the next one, but we'll see.
Oh.
That once it changes, then supposedly it's supposed to stay. But I'm like, we've been doing this forever.
Yeah. Why stop now?
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about all the craziness that has happened, and we're just gonna kind of hit on a few of the things. But a couple people passed away.
Yeah.
Takeoff from Migos. That was a little crazy, I think, because I had, and maybe I didn't know everything behind it and all that. But I knew that the boys knew who he was, and Chloe and Blake. But I mean, stuff keeps coming out, and I meant to read today because apparently the nurse that was there was saying some stuff, and I meant to click on it to read to see what it was, and I didn't get a chance. But one of the boys had said that I guess rumor is that his uncle Quavo kind of set him up, maybe, or set it up, and so that was because there was a mess kind of behind all that. So that was still sad. I mean, he's too young. Yeah.
So sad. Aaron Carter, 34.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know too much of the backstory, but I do know that a couple of its exes did speak out. Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff. Kind of, sharing their thoughts and obviously their condolences and stuff. But that was tough. I think I read something about like he drowned in the tub. Situation.
And I was reading I was listening to a bunch of the audios that they were posting, and we were trying to figure out who this lady was that was calling in, because there was a girl calling in wanting to do a welfare check on him, and I don't know if it was this one. I don't know. We were just listening to him. That apparently he had made a comment about doing something. He was sniffing the like the keyboard duster, the little air cans, that apparently he liked to do that. He used to abuse his pets.
Oh gosh.
There was like a lot. I was like, ew. It was bad. So
well, what song did he come out with back in the day? Candy something?
Yes. It was
I'll think of it. But other than that, I really didn't. I mean, he fell off, obviously, and then I think I mean, I don't want to speculate or anything. But drug abuse or something like that. And I think his brother spoke about it. I actually want to go back and read more about that, because I think he had said, like, let's call it what it is. This is what happened. Yeah. Like, let's not just kind of let it linger and say, oh, it might be this. No, like, he had a problem. This is what it is. So. That's sad.
I think they said he missed his therapy session the night before. He didn't go. Yeah. And then I saw that he was doing some movie or something, but they're going to continue with it. I saw a clip of it. Yeah. Oh. And that they're going to continue. So we'll see.
You know who else is doing a movie? A holiday movie?
Who?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my gosh, yes. This isn't her first one, is it? I don't think it is.
I think she's her craziness.
Yes, I think she's done another one before.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that.
I don't know. I saw something on Instagram about it, and I was like, "Really? Okay, Lindsay, let's see what you got." Because what movie was she from? Not Mean Girls, right?
Yes.
Oh, Mean Girls.
Yes. Oh, she was on the Holiday Life Size, and then this one is. Oh, that one is Falling for Christmas.
Oh yes, I do remember the Holiday. Yeah.
And then she was in that other one when she was little. She's got a lot. Oh, Parent Trap. Yeah. Freaky Friday. Herbie, Drama Queen, Scary Movie. She was in a lot. Just My Luck. She was in a lot of movies. Yeah. She's been doing them for for a good while.
Yeah.
So,
I wonder why this one made it to Instagram. I
I don't know. I don't know. Let me see what else.
Well, you know what else made it to Instagram?
What?
E-News, People, the sexiest man alive. What are your thoughts on that?
Like, in general?
Like, do you think that that's
A thing?
No, yeah, that's a thing. There's some men that are out there just very
like
nice
The
to look
Rock.
at.
That's just.
So see,
I
like
think
in
he should
comparison,
just
because who
be.
was it last year?
It was
Let's do some research.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it Aquaman at one point?
Yes, I want to say so.
Jason
Momoa.
Momoa. There you go.
Mm.
Probably should throw real names instead of Captain America and Aquaman.
Oh no, last year was Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
There was another one.
That man has not aged. Ant-Man.
Yeah.
And Clueless. He has not aged.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Michael B. Jordan?
Is that? Yes.
Yeah.
Him.
I'll agree on that.
Oh, John Legend has been
gosh.
it.
He's just gorgeous.
Yeah, there's several of them that.
So is it like a yearly thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what gets them to that status where now, like, is it a role that they played? Is it a fan base thing? Like, who decides this?
Oh my gosh.
Bless you.
Mel Gibson, thank you. Mel Gibson has been it. Like, there's I mean, I kind of think going too far back, but
yeah.
2019, not 10. That's when he was. Idris Elba, I think is how you say his name. That one was a good one. There's a lot of them they're good. Johnny Depp, Harry Hamlin. I didn't realize he was one. Mel Gibson, Tom Cruise, of course, Patrick Swayze. So going back a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know what makes them. Some of them I'm like, but for the most part, they get it. I just don't know how. We'll have to look that up to see, because that's
I'm just thinking Chris Evans, the last role that I knew him in was Captain America. So what else did he do that got him recognized?
Because that's a big deal. So how did you get that?
How did you get to that point? I'm not hating, of course. He's a very nice man to look at.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious.
He's 41. But I don't know. The Gray Man? That's what he was in also. I don't know what. We'll have to look up the criteria to be the sexiest man alive, because that is interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't ever remember seeing like polls or anything. So it's a person of character. Hold on.
Oh, there we go. This is what I need to know.
I just saw it. Anywhere, somewhere it said it's a man of character. Well, shoot. Okay, there are so many different variables and ways of approaching it. A starting point often is when we want to make a decision is to think about the what is sexy at the moment, what do people find appealing at the moment.
So what moment did he have that was appealing?
Do we find them sexy, he says. His team also conducts polls, which take into serious consideration when choosing their sexiest man alive. We look at data, have more than 90 million consumers a month stepping into the People brands. I don't know.
So there's criteria.
Yeah.
So who does this again?
It's whoever, the entertainment People editor-in-chief is who's the one that's talking about it. So People magazine. So they get to.
I don't want to take away from it. So he's the sexiest man alive currently.
Yeah, that's the newest.
Yep.
Okay, Nick Cannon, another baby.
I'm getting confused at this point. I thought he just had one.
He did.
Is this another girl?
Yes, this is the one with remember the baby that passed away?
Before this recent baby. That was the situation.
Right. But not...
That they had a baby and it passed.
Right.
Okay.
So now she's having a baby, but that's not the one he's engaged to.
So
the one that just had a baby is the one he's engaged to, if I'm not mistaken.
So if the one that he's engaged to already had their baby, and now he's having a baby with the one that he used or had a baby pass with,
I think
the timeline about this is
no, but I think they're all okay with it because that's his thing. Is he's just meant to have children? Doesn't mean that he has to be in a relationship. He's just meant to have. Well,
then why
children.
Get engaged?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll tag him and ask him. I don't know.
It's like
and then I'm confused because I'm like, I thought he had 12, but then I thought I saw somewhere that it was 12, and I'm like, I lost count.
I lost count after, I don't even know which one. And I don't even know what they look like. I don't know who's the parent or who's the, like how.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I just know for myself I could not do that.
No.
If we're getting engaged, then we're
like,
only having children.
This is it.
If you come
it's
into
just us.
If you come into the relationship, because just, I mean, from my personal experience, obviously I have Mijo and I have my boyfriend. And we're going to be together for about 5 years now. So
that's what you said for about 5 years. And that's it. I was like, okay, well, Noelle, if you're listening, time's about up.
Yeah, your time's up. Just kidding. No, I love him. No, but like walking into a situation and you come into a situation where there's already a woman and a child. Cool. From there, build up. Don't go around and go get another
and
one
build
pregnant,
up on the
and
side.
another one and just. Like, no. I guess that's what he does. That's fine. All right.
Yeah, he's meant to be in this world to reproduce. And apparently, I think Noah told me that, like, he's either going to therapy or he's going to or something because, like, it's a thing. Okay.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
I can't.
Yeah.
He's on to the next baby.
And babies. Rebel Wilson had a baby via surrogate.
Why does that sound familiar?
Rebel Wilson, she is... Let me look at all the things. But her name is the cutest. Her name is...
Wait. That's, Pitch Perfect.
Yes, there we go. Yes. Oh, yes.
Did you send me this on Instagram?
I might have, yeah.
I don't think you did. I don't think you did, so this is very surprising and news to me. No, I didn't know.
I thought okay.
Wait, so she had this weight loss.
Yeah, but she had this one via surrogate.
Oh, via surrogate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
so
senior
cute.
year. That was the newest one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
cheerleader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but her name, I love it. Royce Lillian. I just like that.
I like that.
I like the name Royce.
That makes me think of that singer, Royce something. Isn't it reggaeton or something? What's his name? Prince Royce.
Yeah.
I won't think of it that way, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. That's good news.
Yeah.
That's good baby
She's like,
news.
I think she posted and she's like, surprise, I had a baby.
Dude, seriously. Oh my gosh, I like it.
Yeah. Eminem.
He's going to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's big.
I like him.
I don't think there's anybody that doesn't like him.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Loves him.
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, that's what we rocked to.
Yeah.
We rocked hard to that, too.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, thankfully, like your children know, obviously, who Eminem is.
Yeah.
I hope one day, when it's the right time, I can introduce Mijo to his music, even though he listens to... There's some stuff that's in Spanish that he listens to that I'm just like, oh my God, should I be... But then I'm like, does he understand the meaning of it? Like a lot of Bad Bunny stuff.
Oh,
it's probably not appropriate, but... But yeah, when the time is right, I would like to introduce him to Eminem.
Yeah.
And just lose yourself in the music kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah.
Astros.
Dude. Oh my gosh.
Did you watch
I watched the whole series. The whole, like, sat there,
good.
had drinks, food, every
that's what we did this weekend.
Now I remember.
We had it out here. My sister came over, and it was nice. We had it out here, but
it was good.
It was good. I mean, they had several of the, really I guess nice, what do you call it? Showstoppers, whatever you want to call it. But the best one was, and I don't remember his name, but the one that caught it, and he just throws himself onto the backfield, and his hand just goes up, and he falls back after he catches it. He hits and just falls back, and then he looks, and you have it, and it's like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was all really good. So
I will say that on that. So Noel, his dad passed a couple, well, not a couple, like kind of around the time that, well, not maybe around. I'm not too sure when, how far back he passed. But one of the things that they shared was baseball. Well, they shared sports in general. So it was kind of like a bittersweet moment because when obviously the Astros won the World Series for the second time. So he had passed before the first time they won. Okay. Recently. Or not recently, but early 2000s. I don't know. I'm not good at baseball. Yeah. It was bittersweet because as the game's going on, the last game, he's like, I'm just going to let you know I might cry. And I'm like, oh. Aww. And I'm trying to be supportive because he's not one to cry about things, but when it comes to his dad, waterworks. Aww. And it rightfully so. I mean, I don't know what it's like to not have a parent. Right. So sure enough, the Astros win the World Series and just Aww. And it was a lot of hugging and I love you. I wish he was here. And I was like, I understand. Aww. He's here in spirit, but sometimes that's not enough, Yeah. Just to be able to share that moment. So it was kind of a bittersweet moment to have, and it was definitely something that puts in perspective. It was me, homie, and him watching. It's like, this is what it's about. Something that you're really into and you're really rooting for, and just to have that moment like as a family to celebrate and stuff. So it was very
that's nice.
Hopefully it helped out a little bit for him, but it was a good moment.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. It was a good series. I thought for a moment there that we might not make it because the Phillies picked up and they were like on fire. Yeah. And, I mean, the Astros could not.
It was a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was good.
It turned out great.
All right. Shows.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought I saw... What is it called? Saved by the Bell. But I was reading that.
Oh, yeah, it could be by then.
Right.
Okay. So I'm super excited about this show that finally came out, and it's Selling Beverly Hills. And have you heard about it?
What is it on?
Netflix.
Is it Netflix? I think it's one that's popping up.
Okay, it's so good. I think it's really good. It's got...
So it's a realtor show?
Yes. Okay. But... So it's not just a realtor show. The one that owns the agency, that's the name of the real estate company. It's the agency is Mauricio Umansky.
Stop. Kyle's husband?
Yes!
I need to watch.
Yes!
Oh my gosh.
And so Tiffany and Farrah are in it. And because they're realtors, so they're in it. Oh my gosh. It's really good. You've got to watch it.
I will be.
It's definitely one to watch. And so after you start watching it, we'll talk about it. But I love it, and that was what we were watching Sunday morning.
I just like seeing him on the show.
He's just, besides the fact that he is good looking, very. He's just so loving towards the girls, just the kindest person. And you see that the little bit that you see in the Real Housewives, just it's neat because it's all him, you know, and Kyle's not in it, so it's kind of weird because it's like, okay,
you expect her to come out.
How come you don't see her come out anywhere, or even whatever, but yeah, it's a good show, so I'll have to see it. Yes.
You know what I will say though, that I am currently watching Love is Blind, the 3rd season.
Oh yeah. Okay, I haven't started the 3rd season, but go ahead.
I didn't know there was a 2nd season. So I'm in the 3rd season in hopes to go back to the 2nd season after I finish and watch.
So, what do you think of the 3rd season? Have you heard the controversy on it?
Not yet. Why? Oh my gosh, I haven't gotten to that part yet. Oh, I've gotten to the part where they're now meeting each other's families. Okay. Does it come after that?
Well, I don't know where it is because I haven't seen it yet, but I had been seeing on Instagram everywhere where there's a little girl who has Down syndrome. and she goes on there to talk about how we're all humans or something like that. But I didn't understand why it was being reposted, and finally I had to Google it all to figure it out. That apparently one of the couples on there had mentioned that if they had
I just watched that episode.
You did? Where if they, I think they were sitting down, and if they had one, that they wouldn't have kept it or something.
Okay,
like
so let me say this. Let me clarify since I just watched it today. So the couple, yes, I cannot remember their name, but well, I'll find that out and get to it. So what ends up happening is the chick is basically saying, they're kind of going back and forth in conversation about like real world scenarios.
Yeah.
And she's like, you know, what do you feel about abortion? Because she's at the age where she's 31, at least in the show, and he's, I think, 25 or 26. And she's like, you've got time to, you know, if you want children.
Yeah.
Me, on the other hand, I have things to think about.
Yeah.
And she mentions that, you know, she would like to have them sooner than later.
Right.
33 the earliest, and so forth. You know, when it gets to 36, 37, she says that she has spoken to her female doctor, and those are concerns.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I've spoken to my female doctor and said, okay, if I was to ever, this was years back, like 31 or so, actually, probably 32. If I was to have another child, what does it look like? What is the timeline? Because I personally, this is just my personal thoughts, I would want to bring in a healthy child.
Right.
So I wouldn't want to have complications. And I say this because I had complications with Alex, you know, and so on top of having, I had, my liver count was off. So I had issues with my liver. On top of that, my weight isn't the appropriate weight or a good weight to gain baby weight.
Right.
And to have a child. So there could be more complications.
Yeah.
So those were my questions.
Right.
Am I going to bring in a healthy child because of where the child would be coming from? Me.
Yeah.
So she goes to say that, you know, what are your beliefs on abortion? The man straight out says no.
Right.
No. He doesn't think that there are reasons. So she starts giving scenarios. What if they were raped? Okay, well, you can't, yeah. If
Those
that situation, yes,
yeah.
Those are different situations. And then she goes to say, what if we got pregnant, we go to one of our doctor's visits, and we find out that there's a birth defect with our child? And she says, for instance, Down syndrome. How would you feel about aborting then? And he's like, no, I don't care if the child brings in challenges for themselves or challenges for us.
Yeah.
This was meant to be, and we'll get through it. She, on the other hand, says, no, she does not want to bring that child into the world because she's worked in the past with children with, you know, disabilities or birth defects.
Yeah.
And it's hard, and she's seen the turmoil that they've had to go through.
The quality of life.
Yeah. She's like, why would I go forward doing that? So they go through different scenarios, rape, say for instance, young and pregnant. And he had said at that point, well, it's a one and done. Like if you're young and you have a whole life ahead of you and you're not even financially stable, then okay, he could understand why abortion's on the table. In my whole mind, the whole entire conversation is like, there's adoption out there. I don't know if you know it, but there's adoption. Like,
look at Teen Mom. How many?
Yeah.
I mean, they've adopted out or whatever.
Caitlin and Tyler. Like, like you don't. My personal view is abortion is not an option unless it's those specific situations. But that's my view based on my body. Right. That's not my say. For instance, if you were going to have a baby, that would not be my opinion on you about your body. That's my opinion about my body.
Right.
And how I feel. So she came out with that comment, and
so that's where it went. It took off from there.
It took off from there. I didn't hear any about that, but he stood on one side of it saying, no, unless these unforeseen circumstances arise. Yeah. She said it from my body, my choice, and if I don't want to deal with that, then I don't have to. So they left it at that, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I think that, I don't know. I mean, I think it's a lot because obviously I don't, so I say that I'm 100% against abortion. But then maybe I didn't realize that there is also other scenarios that they consider abortion, like when the woman's life is in danger,
Mm-hmm.
or when, for instance, Chrissy Teigen kind of talked about it, that it ended up being a medically induced abortion,
Oh
but it
yeah.
was to save her life.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I didn't understand that there's other
Yeah.
scenarios that are along the way. So I don't know. I think it's a touchy subject, but I did see that on Instagram
Yeah.
like over and over, so I had to Google it to see what it
Yeah.
was.
That's so sad.
It is sad. Yeah.
It's sad because everybody's entitled to their beliefs.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, somebody does get hurt based on what you're putting out there.
Yeah.
And so you have to be mindful of that, especially if you're on a show that's going to be aired and everything, and that's going to be stamped to you.
And I think that, talking about that, I think it happens a lot more now. Like, we used to be able to watch shows, not a big deal. I mean, you could say, ooh, I can't believe they said that, and not think about it tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if somebody's like looking to the left when they should have looked to the right, it's all over social media and it blows up.
People put it on blast.
Yes, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my gosh, like, you can't live.
No.
You literally cannot live however you want, say what you want. I understand there's a certain extent that, you can't say certain things, but it's like, come on.
But even if you say it in the comfort of close friends and somebody records you and puts it up,
yeah,
bam, and it's like that was a private conversation,
right?
And it's being put on blast, and now I'm being judged for it. I just think we live in a time where things are now a lot more sensitive.
Yeah.
And a lot more awareness on how others feel based on what we say and what we do. And definitely I think that's a thing. But then I'm kind of that old school. You gotta grow tough skin, though. You're gonna hear
suck it up.
a bajillion things that are not in your favor or that are not kind to you.
Right.
Like a lot of the things that I heard growing up is like, I'm overweight. Uglier terms. I'm fat.
Yeah.
Does that bother me? No. I love my body.
Right.
I could lose a couple pounds or so. But at the end of the day, did I let that affect me?
Right.
No, because I said, this is who I am, and I have to look at myself in the mirror every day. Those people are going to come and go out, in and out of my life.
Yeah.
I can't take it to heart what they say, because their opinion at the end of the day doesn't matter.
Yep.
So this generation, though, and moving on, it's just harder because it hits and it stays and it stings, and they kind of harp on it.
Well, it just explodes from something so
minor.
A little crumb explodes,
Yes.
and it's like, okay, that was.
My mom says, "Suck it up."
Yes.
Suck it up and move on.
Yes, because it's like, okay, what just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't even realize it. But yeah. What else are you watching? Anything else interesting?
I need to catch up on Amazing Race because work was a little crazy, but now we're cooling down. Mm-hmm. Thank goodness, because Thanksgiving is around the corner.
Yes.
So I have definite amount of time to catch up.
Yes.
Amazing Race. I'm still watching Winter House. That's going good.
I meant to start to watch.
Paige is getting a little annoyed with Craig, but Craig and his holiday pillows are coming out. And I'm just loving it. Yes, it's good. It's good. It's entertaining. It's a bunch of nonsense, honestly, and I'm here for it. I do want to start. I'll probably start Bling Empire over Thanksgiving break because I did finish it. Yes. I did have somebody else that recommended it to me, and I was like, I've been told by my aunt to watch it, and I just haven't done it.
Yes.
But my hopes is that I get a couple of shows rolling. I finished a book actually.
Oh, good.
An audio book. Is that how you say it? Audible. Yeah. I was like, there's another word for it. It is Jeanette McCurdy. I'm glad my mom died.
Wow.
I'll have to put that up so you could see. It is Sam Puckett from iCarly.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's very sad.
I didn't know iCarly. Huh? I mean, I've got kids, but it's just funny to say that. Yeah.
No, if you tell Chloe, she's probably going to know 100%.
Okay.
It's the backstory. There's a lot of things that happen between her and her mother. I don't, I guess abuse, but it didn't seem like that at the time.
Yeah.
It seemed like her mother was in favor for her to do good in showbiz, and a lot of it was like restricting food, her being underweight, dramatically underweight. She had a drug, or not a drug, alcohol problem. Building relationships with people was hard. There's just a lot of trauma in her childhood career. So it's a great read. I highly recommend. It's called
I would definitely have to look
I'm Glad My Mom Died. It's such a hard title.
Yeah.
But when you go through the book, you understand why.
But does her mom really die?
Oh, her mom died. Her mom died, I think, from cancer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she had cancer, so that's why she went into showbiz, and to keep the family afloat. And she did.
Yeah.
She did, but then she had a very toxic relationship with her mother, and she was the type of person that was just people pleasing. What can I do to make my mom happy? What can I do? I need to lose more weight. I need to eat less. I need to put on this face and do this show.
Yeah.
And it was just, at the end of the day, her going to therapy, she realized she was she had an abusive relationship with her mother.
Wow. Well, we definitely have to look at that, because I have a list of audibles, but I get to, like, I thought I saw something.
I need you not to see anything.
We're outside.
I kicked the chair, and I thought you looked for that, but you said you thought you saw something.
No, we are outside, for those that are not watching, and animals will go through the back, like deer, skunk, whatever's back there. And sometimes you kind of see shadows, but I don't know if it's trees or whatever. And I thought at that moment I saw something, but I don't know if it's this thing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, and none of the dogs are outside to warn us if there is. But I lost my train of thought. Okay, Audible. Now you're looking. Audible. So I end up getting like 3/4 of the way, and then I start another one also, and then I get that one through, and I'm like, okay, I just need to finish, and I'll go back. Like, I've got that one from Christine Quinn from Selling Sunset, which I know I have like
just a little left.
Yeah, probably like 10-20 minutes left.
Yeah,
that one was really, really good. So I want to go back, and I know it sounds crazy, but like take notes and do some of the stuff.
Yes.
And I really, really like that. I think it's How to Be a Boss Bitch, I think is what that one is. I really liked that one. I did finish the Jessica Simpson when that came out. That one was really good. And I think she's coming out with a movie to that.
What?
I saw it the other day. Yes.
Oh, no, you're going to need to tell me this.
Yes, that one was really good.
Okay.
I forgot what other. I mean, I have a whole bunch of them. There's one coming out from, is it Whitney? I can't remember her name. The one from Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And she talks about her Mormon life and stuff. I'm super excited to hear about that. Yes. Okay. But it's almost, you almost feel when you watch these shows season after season, like you know them.
Yeah, you know them.
So when she's coming out with it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like it's going to almost relate to the show and the book. So I'm super excited about that.
Well, since I mentioned Thanksgiving, just curious, what are your thoughts? Your thoughts in general about Thanksgiving? You're excited? What are some things that you like to do? Friendsgiving? What are your thoughts around that? I'll say for me, Friendsgiving, it's cool. I don't cook a lot. I cook some. I could probably make mashed potatoes, and that's the extent of it. Maybe some rolls. I can pop some rolls in the oven for you. I can't tell you if they're burnt or not on the bottom.
Look, this is what we're going to do.
Oh, gosh.
The beginning of the week.
Okay.
You're going to have to come over here, and I'm going to show you how to make something. Okay. And then you're going to go back, and you're going to make it for whatever, wherever you end up going, taking it, whatever. Well, you can take it with you, but just
freeze
it,
so that put it back in and warm it.
No, I'm going to lick it or something. So
they're going to be like, Marisol made this.
Yes, so that way you can be like, I made something different, and whether it be a sweet or a savory, or we can do something both. Like if it both goes in the oven, then we both do something. So that way it's something you can learn to take back.
We could try that.
That's going to be something.
I'm basic.
This is what we're going to try.
Mashed potatoes, basic.
Okay, but what do you put in your mashed potatoes?
Butter, milk, salt, pepper.
cream cheese, sour cream, anything?
Oh God, no! You could put those in there.
Yes.
Okay,
You're not supposed to technically put butter. I mean,
what?
milk.
I was like,
No, butter, yes. Technically not supposed to put milk.
really?
Yes. I watched some show a really long time ago, and some chef's
Why?
like, no, milk does not belong in mashed potatoes.
I've always seen it done like that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do because it's really thick, but if you put enough butter or cream cheese or sour cream, that'll thin it out enough so that they still have flavor. Or
But it
ranch
gives it-
dressing or something.
It gives it that like a creamy taste, not
Yeah.
like a cheesy taste.
Well, it's not cheesy because like for the cream cheese, no.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
it doesn't taste like cheese. Although, then once it's done, then you sprinkle cheese and mix it. Oh, so good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to learn your mashed potatoes now.
Yes.
I did a green bean casserole one year.
Oh, I don't like that.
I am obsessed.
You are.
I
don't
love
like-
green. Okay, so let me just put it out there. My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving
Okay.
for the food.
Okay.
I love turkey.
I like
White or
ham
dark?
better than turkey.
I
Okay.
do love ham. I like both though.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. So, but if you have to pick turkey or ham,
Oh, turkey.
okay, now ham. Okay, go ahead.
But I look forward to this holiday. I
Mhm.
do love green bean casserole. I do love deviled eggs. I don't know if that's like a Thanksgiving thing or not, but it's just
But you
always
like 'em.
been something at Thanksgiving, and I devour it.
Yeah.
I don't like cranberries. I don't like
Okay,
no cranberry
Wait,
anything.
talking about cranberries, I love cranberry sauce, but I make it.
Okay. I just think that
And-
jelly thing.
No, I
jiggling-
make cranberry
Okay.
sauce.
Just like-
And today, as
From
a matter
the
of fact,
fruit?
yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I made cranberry and jalapeno jam,
Okay.
like out of fresh cranberries. and
That
stuff,
sounds good.
and it was really good.
On toast or what? Or like
Yeah,
on
or like on cream cheese and put it on cream cheese. I just made it this morning.
Okay, yeah.
Because I love to do like appetizers with like cream cheese and then pour like either like a pineapple
Mhm,
something on
those are
top. But this one was because I got a huge bag. I made it was something I made for dinner. It was a what's her name, Joanna Gaines thing.
Oh.
And
She the
she had
best.
cranberry sauce. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. And the kids are like, this is kind of like Thanksgiving, but whatever. It was good.
We're in season.
Yeah. And so I made cranberry sauce because I wanted that. But the bag was huge. But it was cheaper to get this huge bag than
Than a
to get the
smaller one.
small bag. So I did.
Do you freeze it or?
I didn't. I mean, we were giving. Have you ever eaten just a cranberry like
No.
that? They're so tart.
I
So
like tart. Maybe I'll like it.
Maybe they were really
Too tart?
Yeah, I like spit it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like
spit it out.
edible tart.
Yeah, no, it was too tart. We've been giving him to the bunny because he likes them.
Oh,
Because we give him a mix of stuff, and so I'm like, okay, Alexa, can bunnies have cranberries? They said yes, so we've been giving him, and he seems to like them. But
The
today,
or no?
no,
No.
they're. I don't know if they can
They're
have
picky?
them. My dogs don't like fruits.
like, "What is
don't like
this?"
vegetables.
No?
No, they're totally. No, they're like children. They don't like the good stuff. Although it's supposed to be good for them, but
Mhm.
no. But I still had a lot, and I saw a jalapeno cranberry jam, and I thought, I'm gonna make it. So I put it in my little Pampered Chef blender, let it do its thing, and instead of 4 little jars, it made 5, and I was like, holy hell, I've got a lot. And my mom's like, that's a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, so
That's some cream cheese at home. I could use. That
yes,
one.
so I'll have to send you with one of those so you can
Yes.
take it. It wasn't as spicy as I wanted it to be. It tasted spicy when I took it out, and then I guess once it's set, didn't seem spicy, so
Mhm.
but it was still good.
Trial and error. But
Okay, so you don't like
cook
cranberry
amazing.
sauce.
I don't like cranberry sauce.
Okay.
But that's just from the can. Put it on a plate, and here you go.
Okay,
I
so
don't
then you have
know other cranberries, like actual cranberry sauces. So my mind could change.
maybe Blake actually. When I made the cranberry sauce that time, I'm like, here, try it, and he's like, I said, just try this, and he opened it. He's like, okay, that's good, and then he kept going back because it was warm because it was still. And he really liked it. So when he ate dinner, he ate it. And I'm like, you see, you have to try things.
Gotta give it a try.
When you try it and you tell me you don't like it, okay.
Yeah.
But if you haven't even tried it, then
Yeah.
no. But,
Yeah.
okay. What else?
What else do we serve?
Stuffing?
It's okay. My grandmother Liz, her stuffing, I don't know what she puts in it. But so, okay, so the I guess tradition or the thing that we do is that we, after Thanksgiving, we'll go to my dad's mom's house.
Okay.
And usually have stuffing, a little turkey, her leftovers.
Yeah.
But we'll eat the stuffing. I was never a stuffing person, like grandma's stuffing. Love you, grandma. Hopefully you don't watch this or hear this. But I don't care for stuffing.
Yeah.
Just like I don't like bread pudding. Capirotada, whatever you say it.
Yeah.
Big grandma used to make it.
But I used to call it something else. So
that's what grandma called it. So.
Yeah. No, I know that's what it's called. But back home we called it something else.
Oh, what'd you call it?
Migas, which is weird. But I know. But I'm from West Texas, so things that we do are a bit different.
Migas.
Yes.
And migas over here are what?
Are completely different. It's a savory corn tortillas and the eggs and all that.
Cheese, yeah.
And so I've learned that like 25 years later. But that is not what we called them. So the first time I told Rico that, he's like, okay. So I made it, and he's like, that is not migas. I was like, yes, it is. He's like, no, it's not. Let me show you. And I was like, oh, y'all do things different here.
What is that?
Yes. So stuffing. No.
It's a hit or miss. I'm sure your stuffing I'll like though.
Well, mine is completely different. And
what do you put in it?
Mine is a pumpkin stuffing.
You lost me.
No, it's so good. So my friend Maria made it for one of our Friendsgiving.
Okay.
And it was amazing because I don't like stuffing. So when she made it, I was like, okay. And my mom likes stuffing, and she makes her stuffing and whatever. And I'm like, I didn't like it. It's like I've never liked it. Yeah. Not because it's hers, because texture? I just never liked stuffing. I didn't like the flavor. I didn't like it. But when my friend Maria made it, I was like, oh my God. So it's made with cornbread, the honey cornbread, the Krusty's honey cornbread, but you add pumpkin to that, and you make the pumpkin. So it's like a pumpkin honey cornbread, and you make it with that, and you make sage sausage and all this stuff, and it's super good. So that's how I make my stuffing now, and I love it. And now what's funny is my mom will ask, are you going to make your pumpkin stuffing? And I'm like, yes. But you like my stuffing now? Yeah, so I'll have to get you to try it. I like it a lot. Yeah. It's like my favorite. That one.
Yeah.
But I think now that we talk about that, is growing up, you kind of grow up with certain things, and then you kind of just eat it, or you don't change it because
that's the way we've always done it.
Yeah, and my mom's not good at changing things. Like, that's just the way it is. And I like to try something different. Like, okay, so my mom will make, say for instance, green beans, and she's gonna make it this way, and I'm like, no, let me look and let me see how else I can do it, or let me do something different, so that I could try to make it so that I can like something. Sometimes it's a fail. Sometimes I'm like, okay, it's a complete forget it. But rolls, what kind of rolls do you like?
You know that at HEB, I don't know if it's in the freezer or where it's at. I think it's in the freezer. There's this little round tin that comes with rolls in it. Yeah. You just pop it in the oven and ding, it's ready. Yeah.
So your uncle
me make homemade bread or anything.
Not for those, no.
Oh, okay.
I do want to make those, and maybe we'll try it. But I buy two different kinds. So I do buy, I think they're called heat and serve or brown and serve.
Okay.
And they're in a little square thing. You take them out, and they're little. They got the lines. But we love the Sister Schubert's yeast rolls. They're so good. And once you have those,
you don't go back.
No. So they always ask Mom, are you going to get the big bag of those? So I end up making two because your uncle likes the little brown and serve. Everybody else likes the other ones.
You don't tell them majority rules?
No, I'm like, no, because those are like the cheap rolls. They're like $1 for the bag. So I'm like, I'll get your rolls. I do like Friendsgiving. I mean, of course, we haven't been able to do it in a while. The last one we did, it was a lot of fun. I liked it because everybody brought something different. Although I'm very reserved with that because I don't like to eat other people's stuff. But all my friends are really good cooks. So I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
You know, and it was nice because then it was something different I got to try, like for instance that stuffing and stuff like that. So
you would
I
have
think
never had the stuffing if you didn't try it.
and I'm super excited. Although I did end up altering it a little bit.
Still tweak it.
Because it had I think mushrooms in it or something. So I didn't put mushrooms in mine.
Oh, okay.
But I do do the rest of it, and it's really good.
Is there anything else green? I know one year we had Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts.
After that, like, I tend to order Brussels sprouts at restaurants because of that now, after having Brussels sprouts.
Yes.
Yeah, I like them. That's probably like the only other green thing that I think there is. Or, like, vegetable.
Green beans, I'll do green beans, but I do them like with almonds and craisins, and then like I don't remember, it was like a sesame oil and a little bit of brown sugar, and you kind of mix it all together.
Okay.
And they're really good.
Yeah.
But I do like Brussels sprouts a lot, and it's funny because the first time that I made them and Grandpa came over, he's like, I normally don't like Brussels sprouts, but these I'll eat, and they're pretty good. And I just did this way they'll eat them is like cut them and then bake them, but I'll do bacon and then toss them and then bake that together, and then when I take them out, just sprinkle Parmesan cheese, and they're really good. Yeah. So that I do like. I'm trying to think of other vegetables. Of course, Chloe will do cream corn because she likes cream corn. Usually I'll do like the staples, the ham, the turkey.
Y'all have done what was it? The turkey
deep fry?
Deep fry.
Yes.
How is that?
It's really good. It's really good. We've done the deep fry and then the smoke.
Ooh,
the
smoke's
really good. Yeah. So I don't know how he'll end up doing, because Noah ends up getting a free turkey. So we get the turkey, and then I'm like, okay, but I need a ham.
Yeah.
But if I buy the ham, you get a free turkey. So we end up with 2 turkeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yes. But I think our staples are, like I said, the mashed potatoes, the green bean casserole. I don't make it just because there's not enough that really like it.
Yeah.
That they're like, yeah, no, don't make it.
Yeah.
And then kind of an off one is if I don't do mashed potatoes, then they'll ask for like the potato casserole, and I'll do kind of like the one from Cracker Barrel. They'll ask for that, and we end up having a lot of food. And I tell my mom, I spend
drive by for my plate.
Yes. Half the day cooking.
Yeah.
And then we sit down 30 minutes, and it's like, oof, even if it's 30 minutes.
So do y'all do leftovers? Like, eat it till it's gone?
Yes. Sometimes, because my favorite is to do turkey tacos after, or turkey flautas. Those are my favorite. Yes. That's like my favorite to do.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Yes. I'm
over here a turkey sandwich or something, or another Thanksgiving plate, and you're over here reinventing the turkey.
No, I love to do the turkey tacos, and then the ham just doesn't last. That, we'll do it, but all of them are different. Noah does not like the ham, so he'll only eat turkey.
Really?
Yes. He's just, I don't know why he doesn't like ham.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Ham and egg in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the best. And then, of course, the pecan pie and the pumpkin pie. And I was reading something.
I love pecan pie.
I do too.
Like I'm obsessed with pecan pie.
I am too.
And that's probably the only thing I'll eat during Thanksgiving. Is like hoping that there's a pecan pie, because that's the only thing.
I love that. There was this other recipe that one of my friends had made, and it's like and I'm probably getting the name wrong, but I'll explain it. And it's like, it's got chocolate and it's got bourbon in it, and it's at the bottom of the pecan pie, and then it's the pecan pie. It's amazing. And last year I had just enough chocolate chips, and I'm like, okay, I have just enough chocolate chips, I can make this one instead. So I was going to, and I asked Chloe, okay, I need you to like stir it, because once I do this, stir it. She's like, okay. And I'm like, it's going to be smooth, and then I'm going to pour it and blah, blah, blah. I came, and she's like, I don't know what happened. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, look, girl,
Clumps?
it was a clump of chocolate. I wanted to cry. Because those were all my chocolate chips I had. And she's like, I'm sorry. You can leave now.
Thanks for your
I'll finish.
help.
I'm like, all you had to do was stir it. I like literally think I ran to the restroom. I'm like, just start really quick. She's like, okay. And I'm like, just, that's it.
I bet she was like slow motion stirring.
She was probably
got
like
sidetracked.
this.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then of course her brother comes out and he's like, one job.
Oh yeah.
To stir it. And they're like, Mom, we'll go find some at the convenience store. And I was like,
it's not gonna...
y'all are getting just regular pecan pie. Sorry. I was so mad because I was looking forward to it. And
Chloe
it's
dropped the
so
ball.
good. Like,
she's hilarious.
when I make that one, you'll have to definitely, I'll have to get you some because it's really, like, it's pecan pie on another level.
Like, I'm not a pumpkin pie person.
I
found out a little while ago there's sweet potato pie.
I was just asking Rico that.
Don't do
like,
that.
have you ever had sweet potato pie?
No. I'm going to answer for him. No.
No.
We did not do sweet potato pie.
So do you like the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and the pecans and all that?
Love it.
Me too.
Oh, I don't have it during Thanksgiving, but I love it. I was like, wait, I think she means during Thanksgiving. Do we have that during Thanksgiving? I don't know.
I think we've had it before.
We've had it before, I think. You probably made it.
Probably. I love that.
I love it now. I didn't love it growing up.
You didn't? My mom used to do, kind of like the Texas Roadhouse, she used to do that all the time. Just the whole, cut them, and we'd put marshmallows in them. That's so good.
Yeah. Well, Friendsgiving, I actually had a friend tell me this year that she wanted to do one. And I was like, okay. Thinking, shit, I'm going to have to make something. What am I going to make?
But you made those little pecan tassies one year, remember?
I did.
See?
It wasn't memorable. Because you just reminded me that I did. How did
and they weren't hard.
They weren't bad.
No, I remember you said they came out.
You.
Yeah, it wasn't not difficult is what I meant. Not hard, but they weren't difficult. Yeah.
No, it wasn't difficult. I do recall.
Yeah.
I have hair in my sports bra. Sorry, guys. I'm like, I feel something. Yeah, so we'll see. I'm just kind of like, it's approaching quick. Am I going to have time to make something? And then if the family gets together, I'm an adult now, so
I have to bring something.
I can't just show up to eat. I'm not at that. Even though I do get treated like that still.
Yeah.
Like, okay, so a little background. I'm the first grandchild.
Yep.
Of how many? A lot.
Well, I have 4.
You have 4.
So
there's
5,
2.
6, 8.
And there's 2. 8. I'm the first one. And everybody still treats me like I'm the baby.
Man, I have half of those. I have half of those grandchildren.
Yes. Everybody still expects me to sit at the kids' table, which I did for a long time. And then I had a kid.
And he took your place.
He took my place. But now I probably have to make something. Or get the ice and the drinks. Or get the rolls. Or get the utensils or plates.
Because that's always needed. I think that's forgotten. And it's like, okay, if somebody can bring that, great.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll have to see who's going to take that job. So I can jump on that. But no, I probably will try to make something to help out because I know that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do this year. It's always like decided last minute too.
Right.
Like, hey, where's everybody? What's everybody doing? Like this year, Noelle's going to go to Laredo and we're going to stay here.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, I have to burp. Oh my goodness, so sorry. So for that, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. So then I'm thinking, okay, well, that gives me time to make something or do something, clean around the apartment for sure.
Yes.
Catch up with friends. If there's a Friendsgiving in there, figure out something for that. So it gives me plenty of time, but it's approaching quick.
But it's in 2 weeks. Yeah, because I was telling the kids last night, I'm like, I've got 2 weeks till Thanksgiving, so I have 2 more paychecks. Because since I get paid this week, I'm like, so technically I have 2 paychecks. Then I have 4 paychecks till Christmas. And they're looking at me, and I'm like, it just matters to me because that's a short period of time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not enough time.
Yeah.
Like, so I did create today shared albums for everybody, like each individual one. I sent it to them and I'm like, please upload pictures, sizes, locations, websites, whatever. Don't be difficult. Don't give me one item, and don't ask for things that like I order from like China or something. I mean, exaggerating, but you know that's gonna take forever.
Gonna take forever. Yeah,
because never fails. Somebody doesn't get something at Christmas because the shipping was delayed, whatever. So I even made one for me and Rico because he always says you don't give us enough options. Although I don't know if he's paid attention, but I have been sending him stuff on Instagram, and I'm like, just in case. And he'll ask me, what did you send me? I don't know. Because I saw it and I said here. Yeah. So at some point he used to save stuff when I would come, like, just in case you ever want to get me anything.
It's so cute. I'm going to try that.
Because he forgets, and he'll ask me, what do you want? Like, I don't know. I've sent you, like,
a bajillion things.
Lots of things, like, from tiny things to bigger things. Yeah. There's a range. So, I think I need to find those, put them in those albums. Because the kids always ask me, and I'm like, I don't want anything. Like, I don't like that they spend money on me. And I'm like, no, just save it. And then they get mad. And so then I have to think of something. But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, make it small. Make it. And they know because they're like, that's not what you want. They're like, you don't just want a coffee cup. And I'm like, no, I do want a coffee cup. But I want, like last year, I wanted another Yeti coffee cup. But I wanted this particular pink color and size. And they're like, that was too detailed, Mom. And I was like, but y'all wanted to know. I was like, it's this particular pink, particular this. And they're like,
what was it? What pink was it?
Bimini pink.
Is that like the light one?
No, it's like it's like a more of a brighter pink. I'll show you. Yeah.
I'm more of the softer.
Yeah. But this year is the Stanley Cups, which we've been wanting to get.
I want the rose
rose quartz.
Yes. They came out with more.
Yes.
I'm waiting till payday because I'm like, it'll feel better if I get it on payday.
Yes. So I was just this morning because this has been a whole discussion. Like last night, Aiden's girlfriend and I were sitting at the table going through them and sharing with each other and which ones and does it have a flip top, does it not, does it this, is it like,
because it's got to meet the checklist.
Whole, like thing. Rico comes
him on
out.
Instagram.
Yes. Rico comes out and he's like, what are y'all doing? And we both turn our phone. He's like, I'm gonna keep going. He's like, seriously, girls, like the cups. And I'm like, just
we need it.
Yes,
it's like a staple for a woman. They have their
but have you seen them in person? And have you seen the sizes?
Yes, my mom has one. And my mom has
the 40.
She has a 40 with the handle.
It's like, well, okay, so the 30 come with handle and without handle. Did you know that?
Didn't know that they came without, but I'm probably gonna need the 40, even though it's heavy as fuck.
It's massive, though.
Yeah. Oh, like, she's struggling. She's like trying to carry it.
I initially wanted the 40, and this week I went and I was like, I think I'll look dumb. Like, I know that sounds dumb.
Jackie has a 40, and she's not a look at me kind of person. So it's okay.
Weird. And they had the color, because of course I want the pink one, but I was like, it's
too big?
12 and a half inches tall.
But think of it this way. That's 40 ounces of water intake.
Yes.
And that's good.
I know, but I refill my Yeti, which is however many, a few times, so...
But that's only like 24 ounces then.
Is that how big they are?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Oh. But I was thinking, okay, I think I'm going to do the 30.
Are you going to regret it, though?
Oh,
because everybody has the 40. I'm getting the 40 on payday.
You are?
I have to. I don't know why. If you open my cabinet for my cups and stuff.
Well, you've seen ours. Yeah. It's like, and I know that's what Rico was thinking in the head, too. Yeah.
But it'll be, there's a, dang it, when I saw I'll probably try to go back and look. There's I don't know if it's a reel or something, or like a video, where the guy's like, and you have this cup, and you said you need one with a handle, and one with the lid, and one with the straw. Yes. He's like, they all do the same thing. Why do you need such a variety? And she starts explaining, well, this does this, and this does that, and that does that, and sometimes I just want that. And I'm like, I need options. They're like purses. I need options.
Yes, and I think that's probably why Rico just kept on walking, because he's like, no. So today, because I don't think he understands that it's not just, okay, I just want that and that's it. Like, it's a whole research, and I've looked on different websites. I've looked on just so many things, and that's what we were doing yesterday was, oh, well, did you see this website has all these colors? Oh, but this one doesn't have those colors. And then I'm like, and then when I went in, they had this color, and I'm taking pictures, and he's like, for a
this
cup.
Is a lot, yeah.
I was like, yes, and don't touch it though. I'm like, so you can't. So I think that's why I get pink sometimes too, is because the boys are not going to.
Guess who drinks out of this more than I do? If it's in the car, Noelle and Alex are drinking out of this. And I'm like, I'm sorry, it says me all over it. Stop touching it.
Yeah.
They both have their own water bottles, by the way. And there's a Looney Tunes. What is that brand? Thermal or something. Those cute little ones with the handle.
Flask?
No. It's I think it's thermal.
Thermos?
Thermal? Something like
that, yeah.
And they're at Target. But he has one, and he will not take it inside and fill it. But he's like, Mom, I'm thirsty. You have your water bottle? I'm like, here.
I don't like to share my drinks.
I can't. The kid's thirsty and there's no water.
Let me waterfall it. And we do it at the house. Waterfall it. If you touch your lips, it's yours. Everybody does that. Everybody's like, all right, let me get the straw. Yeah. And let me draw.
Oh.
But for the most part, everybody usually has something. But talking about that real quick story is when we went with my sister last week to the game, she said that her son, she had gotten a drink and she had asked her son, do you want a drink? And he's like, no. Because he was, they get a little moody. And he's like, no, I don't want anything. She's like, okay. So she'd gotten herself a drink. And then she hadn't even opened it. And he's like, hey, are you going to open your drink? And she's like, you didn't want anything. She just, tell you what, let me take a sip, and then I'm just going to give it to you. Because she's the same. She's like, I'll take a drink, and I'll give it to you. No, I feel bad. It's yours. And she's like, no, I know you're thirsty. So she's like, and then I felt bad. So she goes, I took a drink. Yep. She goes, I gave it to him. He drank it. So at the game, so Blake was with us. Blake and Chloe went with us. They wanted something, and I'm like, here, go get something at the concession stand. So Blake comes back, and he's like, here, Thea, since you gave your drink, he's like, here, you can have one. And she's like, Papa, she's like, how come my children don't do this? But it was so cute
sweet.
because he listened to the entire story, and she's like, I can't believe they gave him my drink, because then all night I was thinking of that drink. And so when so happens they had, because it was a Fanta, I'm like, they don't carry Fantas at that thing. So happens they carried it. So he's like, I just wanted you to give it. She goes, but don't give it to him. This one's for you. And she's like, thank you. But it was so cute. Sweet. Yeah, it was really
Attention
cute.
to detail.
Yes, he does. He's one that that listens to that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about, before we go, what about
yes.
What about somebody I know
updating?
Yes, somebody that you on Instagram. I think I might have had one the last time. I thought no, I know I did somebody that that we follow. I think and
that we follow?
Or that you follow just in general.
No. I thought you were trying to say who it was that you were like, oh, we both follow.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, cool. Let me tell you.
Okay. I was like, why is it asking me?
Why is it updating now? I don't know. I probably should go through my what I really wanted to do, and if I find it, I wanted to share the vendor that I got my earrings from that you can't see, but
okay.
I'll send a picture. But I didn't catch her. Oh, you know what? I didn't catch her. What is it called?
Handle.
But I did follow another one, if I can find it.
That's what I was that was one of the things when we were talking about. So she was on The Bachelor or Bachelorette.
But she looks like from a
she had a baby, her sixth baby, and they didn't find out that he had Down syndrome till he was born. And she never did the genetic testing because she just said whatever God. So this kind of was going to what we were talking about earlier. Yeah. So she just said whatever God gives me is it, and come to find out that he ended up having Down syndrome. So, and that Emily Maynard, cute. Let me see. Oh,
I feel like that's just one of those, like, I feel that, like, I've always told Mijo, like, God has chosen me to be your mother. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell him. And I just tell him, you know, God, our life is already planned out for us.
Right.
We are meant to be mother and son.
Yeah.
So for those things, it's like, whatever he comes with, whatever package he comes in, whatever comes up later on in life, we're just meant to go through those things together.
Right. That is very true. I
don't know where it's at, but I'll have to look for it.
Okay. Well, I will do... Okay, this is who I'm going to do. So...
Oh! Yes!
Bobby Boyd. He was married to Flack. I can't remember his first name. But Bobby Boyd is...
Josh Flagg? Not Josh
Yes,
Flagg.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, Josh. That was his name.
So they're not together anymore?
No.
For how long?
It's been a minute. And
I thought they bought a house together.
They did. And he sold it, moved out not too long ago.
Oh.
But Josh has somebody now.
Oh. Younger?
Oh, probably. I know I've seen a picture, but it hasn't been too long since he moved. Yeah. But I like looking at his videos. Yes, there's some stuff that he makes that I'm like, hey, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
But really for the entertainment, because he's funny. Yeah. His videos, I like that he tries different things, that he tries different foods, different drinks. He gives his opinion on it. And then his videos are just a little bit extra. So I do like when he tries new things and he's like, okay, like I think he did something from Trader Joe's. He was trying, I want to say either chips or dip, tried a whole bunch of different ones. So there I was like, okay, I think I want to try some of those. Okay. So that's going to be my follow is Bobby Boyd. And his is B Boyd IA. Yeah. Boydia, I guess. Yeah. So that's my Insta.
I'll
Insta follower.
Probably have to share at a later time because I'm trying to look for the girl that I saw at a vendor at the Stranger Things little event they had, but I can't remember. I just snapped her QR code.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this is so cute. What did I see that she made? She made jean jackets. So she actually commented on the shirt. She was like, where did you get that shirt? And I was like, Walmart, men's tees. Like,
yeah.
There we go. And she was like, that would look good to cut out the graphic and put it on the back of a jean jacket and bling out the arms. Because she had other jackets there still from, like, obviously Halloween and stuff.
Yeah.
With the backs with the graphics and the blinged out arms. And I was like, that would be awesome.
That is
like, I totally would wear that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I would wear it, but...
But you would.
I would just, like, have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Honestly, I'm probably not going to wear this shirt again, but... just because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the shirt. I'll probably just keep it to, like, throw it on if I need to.
Sleep
but
in
I wore it today because I wanted to show that, you know, I went to an event.
Yeah.
Or, like, a vending thing. But, but yeah, I mean, this is a little manly for me, so.
Well, you know what? Talking about that, there was, to the market days when we went, sometimes it's the same people, but this last time, they had a lot of new people, and this lady made bath towels, and they were the coolest. Needless to say, I ended up buying 2, and you can guess which ones when I tell you. It was a Sonic, and then it was Toad, I think.
From Hello Kitty?
No, Toad, Mario. The Toad.
Yeah.
So they're full-size towels, but they have a hood.
Are they for Blake?
One
was
and one for Noah.
Yeah.
So the hood, though, she puts their face. So remind me, and I want to show you inside. But it's made like out of the material that they make. They cover boat seats with, so it's very durable.
Oh.
And it is the coolest thing. She had every character you can imagine, the neatest things. And then so Blake was like, I want one. And I was like, I don't know, I don't really know if you need this towel right now. Came home and he kind of talked about it again, and then I needed to go back to get something for my sister, and Rico's like, get him his towel, and he gives me his card. Aww. And so I said okay, and he goes, and get Noah his too.
Oh.
So but then she started talking to us, and she makes blankets, and she was going on, and Chloe's eyes were lit up because they had a stitch. Yes. And they had so much stuff. So I think I'm gonna need to remember that and put that in for Christmas, because she makes that kind of stuff, and that was really neat. And they're nice towels. They're not like rinky-dink towels. They were really nice. They're enough for Noah to be able to use it, and actually like size-wise, and so Blake loves it.
Cute.
Yes.
You have to show me that.
I will. I'll have to show you. Yes.
Well, I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes. So if she finds a shout out, then I will post it on there. But we know that it was the earrings, and she does.
I will definitely share
stuff.
that one. I gotta find it though.
Yeah.
But I'll find the little thing that they came on. Hopefully, I didn't lose that.
Yeah, maybe a card or something.
Yeah.
Or if you took a picture of it, then you'll look, or however you find it. Anyways, all right. Well, that is our podcast for this week. Hopefully, we can do another next week before Thanksgiving, and then we'll do a Thanksgiving one, and then kind of go from there. But I think that's going to be it for us. So we will talk to you guys again next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.